one of the things that I deal with, or a couple of the things that I deal with that are similar, is grief and loss.
Mhm.
Even several years after the fact, whether it's from the loss of a parent or failed relationships or whatever. What are some suggestions that you have or methods that you have that are good ways of coping with that?
Sure. So I'm going to do my and kind of not answer it at first, but my standard go-to. When I was getting divorced, the number that I heard was that for every 2 years you are in a relationship, it takes a year to get out of it. Now, at the time, I was married for 17 years. So
Yeah.
potentially 8.5 years, that would be how long it would take. That sounds like really long period of time, but that's, I guess what the experts have come up with. So potentially, if you're talking about like, I know that how long ago did your mother pass away?
My mom passed away in 2021.
Okay, so 3 years now. And obviously you knew her your whole life, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, potentially, that sets you up for, well, the rest of your life, you're going to mourn her. So I guess the first thing is to say is don't necessarily, again, do the pick on yourself when you're feeling grief. Like it's a problem. It's not a problem, right? What I would recommend, and this is a little trick that I started doing at funerals, and I think the first time I did it was like 16 years ago. I went, actually 26 years ago. I went to a funeral, and the person, it was his stepmother, actually adopted mother, but he was adopted like at several months old, so he never knew any different. And he was very upset about her passing, which is completely understandable.
Right.
At the funeral, I said to him, I said, "Can you tell me some stories about him? Some funny things she do or did, or just things that you liked, that you loved about her, or that you were very sentimental about." And he started telling stories, and within 3 or 4 minutes he was smiling. And
Right.
to me, if you think about yourself, like me personally, when I pass, I don't want people to grieve over me. I want
Right.
them to think about the good moment and think about, that's how you would want for other people. I'm sure this is what these people would want for you.
Yeah.
So to think about, not that you're doing them a disservice, but that's not, honoring them. And
Right.
there are all these great things, and and this is, feel free to share stories about your mother with me, but just with
Okay.
people in general. I was doing this yesterday actually with my stepbrother. My uncle went into the hospital with a heart attack, and he's in his late 80s. And I was, messaging my stepbrothers back and forth, and we were just talking about how horrible my father's diet was, and the fact that he died young. So it was kind of like a morbid conversation, but we were, kind of kidding around about it. Yeah, if you, he drank like a sieve for 20, 25 years, and after that he ate like a glutton for another 20 years, and he died of intestinal cancer. Big surprise, right? And he was a glutton. My father was a glutton, and no matter what he did, he was going to do it to the end. So it's really,
Yeah.
it's really just kind of talking about it, getting that perspective, and being okay with the fact that you're missing a person. That completely makes sense.